Hey guys, Josh Hatcher here. How's everybody doing? Hey, listen, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what happened this week in Las Vegas. And I know everybody's talking about Las Vegas, and I want to make something very clear. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing this for trying to be relevant. No, I'm just talking about an issue that we're all thinking about, and I think we all need to think about. First of all, everybody seems to have a solution to the problem. Everybody seems to have an answer, and all those answers seem to have slightly different perspectives, and what's happening is people are owning that perspective and owning that solution that they think they have to this issue, to the point that what it's really doing is just dividing us, and that's ridiculous, and that's not how we're going to conquer this, not how we're going to deal with it. Let me make a couple things clear. There are a lot of factors that contributed to this. There are a lot of reasons why this happened, and you cannot point fingers and judge those reasons until you really stop and think about it, because here's what we do, America. We like to pick an issue, we like to pick a problem, and we like to blame everybody else for the problem. We want justice. We really do. And it's tough, especially in a situation like this where the shooter kills himself, because we don't feel like we got justice. We want to know why he is the way he is, who we can yell at, who we can punish for causing this. And here's my challenge to you. I want to apply a principle that I apply frequently with a lot of other things, and that's the principle of don't play the blame game. And the blame game works like this. This man committed murder. It must be the fact that our country allows people to buy these guns. Or we say, this guy committed murder, it must be the fault of the medication he is on. Which honestly is, both of those are valid points and people can make those points. We can say that the problem lies with the concert organizers who organized it in such a way that they basically created a kill zone. We could place blame all day long. All day long we can place blame, and that really still doesn't solve anything. What we need to do is we need to apply a different principle. I always say don't play the blame game, instead take responsibility. So I want to challenge you to think about this a little bit differently. Here's the thing, taking responsibility doesn't always get justice for the wrong that happened. What it does is it looks at how we can fix the problem going forward. And I'm gonna give you an idea that might sound completely contrary to what you might think is a good idea, but I really think it is. I think what we need to do is we need to start looking at the people around us. Look at your circle of influence and keep including people into that circle of influence. Here's the deal, this guy was a loner, and honestly most of them are. They are loners before they get recruited into ISIS, if ISIS is the problem. They're loners when they decide to get crazy and go and shoot people. They're usually making that decision on their own. If they're influenced by a group to do it, like white supremacists or black supremacists or whoever, or you know, whoever it is that's motivating these guys to reach out and do a violent crime, wherever it starts with a person who is disconnected from good people in his life or her life, telling them the right thing. And I think this is true of everything, like suicide, addiction, infidelity, everything else. When people get disconnected from the community around them, the community of people, their friendships that are supposed to help hold them accountable and help push them towards better things, this is what happens. And I understand that you can only hold someone accountable as much as they're willing to let you do that. You can only be friends with someone as much as they're willing to let you do that. But let's make sure that for our part, the people that are in our circle, the people who you influence, that they know that you're a safe person they can come and talk to, so that long before they start thinking with this fatalistic thinking that says, hey, let's destroy ourselves and others, before they ever start thinking that, they know, hey, this person cares about me and this person wants me to do well and wants me to better myself. Folks, I'm telling you this right now. I think that all of us have the capability in us to do great good and great evil. I believe it's honestly true no matter who we are. We have that capability in us. Every one of us can turn sour and go the wrong way. I'm not saying that you are going to be a mass murderer. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that each of us has a capability of doing a great and grievous wrongdoing. I know that in the past, in my life, I've done many great and grievous wrongdoings and hurt a lot of people. You could also be that person who hurts a lot of people. It may not be shooting up a place, but it might be abandoning your family or neglecting your responsibilities or saying hurtful things to people. Every one of us has that capability. But the thing that keeps us moving forward and moving in the right direction is the connection to other people who can help spur us on, help us do the right thing. And that only works if all of us in that community are willing to do that. We can't just be surfacey and say, hey, how's it going today? And then when the other person says, fine, we say, okay, great, and then we move on. No, you've sometimes got to have the relationships where you can ask people the hard questions. Hey, how you holding up? Are you doing okay after this breakup that you just had? Are you doing okay with what's happening in our country right now? How are you feeling about that? And you start talking to people, and when they say things that make you really concerned or worried, you say, listen, I really think you need to go get some professional help. I'll go with you if you need me to. We're not doing that, and we're not doing it properly, and as a result, what's happening is people are slipping through the cracks, and then we have lone wolves of all kinds who are out there who either get snatched up by some crazy ideology and some other group that sucks them in because they wanted that connection. That's why people join the KKK. That's why people join any other movement that is going to lead them in the wrong direction, ISIS, because they need that. They crave that, and we're not giving it to them. So instead of trying to look at this as a problem where we seek justice and we try to blame everybody, let's look at this as a problem where we say, what can I do to make this situation better for the people that are in my circle? And try to make sure that you expand that circle to include other people in it. I'm not saying that there's room for the gun debate. I mean, I have some pretty strong opinions about it. I'd rather not get too political here today. I have some strong opinions about it, and those opinions might be some that some people are going to be like, yeah, right on, and other people are going to be like, no, you suck. That doesn't matter. It honestly does not matter what my opinions are. But I can tell you this. If we're going to stop this stuff from happening, we need to stop living a culture that allows people to be disconnected from each other and allows people to be divided from each other. We have to be in a culture that can welcome in those wolves instead of casting them off so that they are off to do their own thing, to get sucked into dangerous packs or to start doing dangerous things without anybody holding them accountable. And honestly, I think that's the heart and the root of what happened in Las Vegas. I think it's the heart and the root of what happened in every one of these shooting situations like this that have happened in the past several years. I think that there are deeper roots and other issues that we need to look at and discuss, and I'm not going to dismiss those or deny those. But what I will say is, I can't do anything about those. I can't do anything to solve those problems. What I can do is I can make sure that the people that are in my circle of influence know that I'm a friend and that I'm a safe person to talk to, and that I'll tell them the truth that they need to hear. Something to think about, guys. Have a good day. Bye.